saying? Like, one thing people wanted to see me do was take accountability in the beginning, but I was still at shop. In the phase, the WGCI, even with like Dre, like the more I look back and see myself, I knew everything what I was saying, but I was still, my body language, the way everything was coming out, the grinning, the smile, even though that's my way to breathe.
Okay, look, now, don't let me cut you off. But I'm glad you said that. Mm-hmm. That's my next question. I appreciate it. Let me go. Because I even made a video about you, Rich. Mm-hmm. I want to be honest. I snapped on the video, okay? I snapped. That's cool. I'm not going to lie, though. I want to tell the real, though, that somebody important in my life told me that I didn't give you a fair chance, okay? On some real shit, I want to say that. I ain't going to say who the person is, but they told me that. I do want to say, do you understand where the bloggers and where the people was coming from? Because I'm not going to lie, everybody had something to say about Rich. You know? Rich picked the streets over his daughter. You know, Rich picked these niggas over his baby, all kind of shit. How did you feel about that?
Honestly, like I just told my brother at the crib, we were just talking about this shit. Like, okay, even with the quote, I'll die for the guys. I'm not gonna die for my baby. I'll die for the guys. I was talking about at that moment, but people have to understand too, though, that, like I said, I was still in shock, and I'm fucked up, man. I'm still fucked up, man. I'm trying my best to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I meant what I meant. Like, it just came out wrong. I used to, like you just asked, how many times you got shot? I got 10 holes in my body. I damn near died for the guys 1,000 times. I'm going to live. I'm not finna die for my baby right now. I'm going to live. I wouldn't been on Steve Harvey if I'd have got out here and condoning to the bullshit and kept it going. I wouldn't even be right here. Right. You see what I'm saying? So I had to live for my baby. So, but like, I understood the bloggers. No bullshit, because look how I presented myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had so many people that told me that they love, who I knew love me. Stay off the internet. Please stay off the internet. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody, and this is what the real have to know, everybody grieves differently. Like, when you see me smiling, if I ain't smiling, I watch comedy when I ain't crying. Only thing can keep me from crying is something that's gonna make me laugh. So if I'm smiling, you best believe I'm probably crying on the inside. So you can't take nothing and run with it. If you see a person, how people grieve is just how they grieve. You know what I'm saying? Some people might want to beat people up. Some people cry. Some people, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I noticed that. You know, and I totally understand where you're coming from. I want to know, how do the neighborhood where you come from treat you now? You know, because it is guys that kind of got arrested for that. Multiple people got arrested for that. Mm-hmm. Do the guys feel like, you know, you cooperated, they not rocking with Rich, or they understand where Rich coming from, or how do the neighborhood feel about you now?
Honestly, and this is why I'm still moving different. Like, young guys don't understand. Like, the people who really understand how the streets operate, even though ain't no code, but like, older people, like, bro, you probably just started something. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as something positive, something as far as when a kid do get killed, step up and say something. Even though I didn't have to say nothing. And I know this what y'all getting at. I didn't have to say nothing. I just received a call from a guy, from one of those guys, family members. Joe, could you tell my lawyer that, and I want to tell my lawyer, that but I'm not on no one's paperwork.
Right.
Because if you go back, social media did everything. And now from the hood, it's all coming out that, okay, Shorty ain't even on do paperwork. Right. And so now it's a lot of, oh, damn. People understand. And even though without that, I don't give a fuck, because if I did tell, that's my baby, and that's what I'm talking about as far as establishing discipline. You're going to be, if a baby get, I don't give a fuck who baby.
Hood be though.
But I know the hood, like, we from the street.
Right.
Get me. But if a baby gets hurt, somebody, I don't for who baby. We don't do that. Step up and say something. That's not gang shit, and I'll promote that all day. I don't fuck who child it is. Because another 7-year-old just got killed, and the prosecutor got released. Like, you say something with them children, I don't fuck who you is, what side, that ain't right. I don't fuck, if I told, you told, his brother told, no kid deserves to die. So in those type of situations, it ain't no snitch. A snitch is somebody committing a crime and telling them to get out. I didn't get locked up.
Right.
You got a snitch, you see what I'm saying? Like, but people don't understand. Like, people don't have morals. People don't have discipline. That's why I feel bad, because I have to understand that these 2000 babies, bro, I'm 29.
I want to know something though, Rich, this might be a tough question, but I want to ask you this: would you cooperate if you had to?
If I had to, hell yeah. Like, I just received the paper from Kim Fox asking me, do I want to come to the trial? I don't have to come to the trial when they start. I want to be there though, but I don't want to go due to emotion. That'd probably be the only reason that I wouldn't go, because it's going to be family day. It's going to be a very emotional day. But I just received a letter. I got all my shit at the crib. You don't have to come, but if you want to come, which I do want to go because that's my baby. It's my daughter. That's somebody pushed out. Right. You see what I'm saying? But hell yeah, I'm a child. Hell yeah, and I feel like any person, bro. My baby don't want. Come on, my baby was a joyful baby, a loving baby. She owns. Bro, my baby, if I had my girlfriend up in who was around my baby for 3 years, my baby, I used to ask, what your daddy do? Daddy, you a gangster. You a gangster. That's what my baby thought. I'm not. And she's looking down, she see the gangster shit that led up. I'm not going to live like that. You know, justice has to be served the correct way when a child, when it comes to children. You know what I'm saying? We don't bring gang shit into our household, into our parents, and you know what I'm saying? And I also have a son.
Oh, so you do got a son.
I got a son, 11-year-old son who understands perfectly what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need him having vengeance in his heart. I don't need him. Same thing. I don't need nobody telling my son, fuck them niggas. Them niggas killed your sister. I don't want my son growing up because I really in the street. I ran the streets and I've been to the penitentiary 3 times. I've been shot on multiple occasions. I'm the motherfucker. Like, I used to show my son my scars and tell him why he can't do what I rap. My son know all my rap. You can look him up on YouTube. He on YouTube. But I tell him, like, you can't do that. You can't say not something people never told me. And that's what type of guy I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I hear where you're coming from on that. Do you, though, I want to know some real shit, though. Do you know, on some real shit now, keep it 100 with me, Rich. Do you worry about retaliation, though? Even though, you know, something happened, do you worry that, you know, it's still out there, that hate?
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. That's part of me doing what I'm doing. Like, so I appreciate you even putting me up here, too. But that's probably why I do what I do. It ain't about clout. It ain't about, I really want to flip the narrative that I helped create. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. Like, you asked me, do I understand the bloggers? Hell yeah. Once I sat back and seen how I was coming, like, damn, Shorty, this you? Like, even though I ain't say nothing wrong, a lot of my words got misinterpreted and mixed up, but I never said nothing incriminating to no shit that could affect me or my brothers. The ones who, whatever, turned their back, walked out, whatever. Like, nobody's in jail from my side. Yeah. So if you call me a snitch on my side,
was there any of that though? Was it?
Oh yeah. It
was people turned.
Yeah. My whole hood turned on it. That's what I'm saying. The young motherfuckers who don't understand discipline, who don't understand what they really getting into. Them, snitch K, the whole, you know, the whole world snitch K.
Right.
But to an adult who got morals, a child, nigga, fuck all that. You get justice for that baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the correct way. Like, you know, I don't fuck who it, like they say it takes a village to raise a child. And that shit for real. I learned that shit off losing my daughter. Like, that means basically if you see something happen like that, you say something. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you see it, like, you say something. Them children.
You know I can't say, you know, I ain't gonna lie. When I first looked at it, you know, maybe it was because you had to grieve and be on the internet at the same time. That was probably kind of tough. So it kind of had me look at you a little different. I'm not going to lie, Rich. But the more I looked at you and seen your posts, and it kind of looked like you was changing, you know. And I think it to the point where even Steve Harvey recognized that, okay? Now, you know, Steve don't recognize everybody, okay? Steve recognized that. How did that happen? How did he get in contact with you?
I got a son. I got like a lot of his people numbers, but it came from one of his producers, co-producers. Shout out my girl. I ain't gonna front on her, but yeah, I got like 3 motherfuckers that's from his show that I could talk to, text right now that'll reply. I got a son on them, but it all came with the WGCI. One of his co-producers did like look deeper than what she was saying, and she heard everything I was saying about mental health, about inherited gang beef, about lack of resources, and that's all she really heard. So she like, man. And a lot of people, they had to beg people to take the show on because, you know, behind these networks, they don't want to promote that shit. They don't want to put no gang banging. Like, this is what they tell me. They don't really want to do the show because it's gang banging involved. So basically, they had to take a risk to even do the show. Like, even with WGCI, I just had, like, lose my, like, 2